Lovely day, lovely day. Can folk. They talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So for a lot of us, we done been tricked into believing that certain things is us and it ain't even us. My nigga Astro, what's up, bro? So today we gonna be talking about connect with you, but first we gotta talk about why a lot of us ain't connected. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, Peace King, don't recognize how strong belief is. The sound straight, Astro, it's windy as hell out here. But a lot of us don't recognize how strong belief is. And for a lot of us, we have taken on a belief that don't allow for us to, have a strong belief in ourselves. And so since we don't have a strong belief in ourselves and we keep looking at everything else, we begin to look at everything else as our savior and to look at ourselves as our problem. All right, bet. So once you begin to look at yourself as your problem, you eventually begin to detest the ways of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of us, when ourself comes to the forefront, we look at ourselves like, man, see, that's that shit I be talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all the while, the shit that done been programmed into us subconsciously, which is basically, when somebody has the ability to pour their thoughts in your head without you refusing them at all. That's how the subconscious thought process works. You know what I'm saying? It just bypasses the conscious, your ability to reason. So when it comes to one being scared to be themselves, it's merely a result of your beliefs as well as the subsequent changes that you are causing to occur within your body by the things that you believe is good for you. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that you mess around and keep putting in your body. I'm talking about. So for a lot of us, we got to get out our head the belief in things that are outside of ourselves. You know, truth be told, even the natural urge to basically like be a jump start, you know what I'm saying, for what's already within you, as well as to add to what you might be taking away without, you know what I'm saying, recognizing that you need to replenish. So that's the main reason for the herbs. Now, as far as, again, one being scared to be in tune with themselves, for me, I know one of the first instances of me using my power, and for a lot of us, we done been tricked to think that our emotion or our emotional powers is bad, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that people would tell us that, but at the same time, when you think about who's constantly talking about the angry black male, who's constantly talking about the angry black female, and is it in their best benefit or best interest for you to be upset? That's what happens after you get emotional. You feel me? Your mind begins to think thoughts, and those thoughts become a vibration, eventually leading to application, you know what I'm saying, or the manifestation thereof of that energy field. So with that being said, it's imperative that they keep you out of touch with your emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna give you two. One include me and the other one include my bruh. I never forget. Man, I was leaving bruh house because I met him through his sister. You know what I'm saying? Which she was a beautiful person as well as he is. But I met bruh through his sister, and him being a Libra, he had a way of balancing things out. You see what I'm saying? I was rushing up out the driveway. It was dark, and they got ditches on either side. So what happened was I fell in the ditch on the left side. You know what I'm saying? Should have been looking at that shit in hindsight. Now that I am. I mean, should have been looking at that the way I see it in hindsight. I was weak for the feminine. So therefore, it left me blinded to the things that I couldn't foresee that would eventually almost lead to my death or my downfall. Long story short, the same person that came outside to help me, my bruh, Bam Bam Capone, um, was the same person that was able to balance that situation out. Cause this brother, through his emotion, you know what I'm saying, and his love and dedication for his family, when he seen the situation I was in, he immediately, you know what I'm saying, developed a sense of belief in himself and who he is to the people that he around. And he, man, that bro went out there and told me put my shit in neutral. He picked that mud up and proceeded to push it back. You see what I'm saying? So for me, and my experience was, the first time I experienced my power, I was playing baseball. And what happened was, little buddy was coming around the corner. And, you know, I'm playing shortstop. I put my hand out. Like, bruh, finna get this nigga out quick. You feel me? It's funny as hell. This dog look just like my dog from back in the G. But, I put my hand out on Shorty. Like, nah, you ain't coming this way. You know what I'm saying? While I mess around and I'm watching you, little buddy. What's up? He mess around and run clean into my glove and hurt himself. He run clean into my glove and hurt himself. And at this point, I'm like, man, that's messed up. You know, I ain't trying to hurt the boy. He crying like a motherfucking nose bleeding, everything. Bust his shit, you know what I'm saying? But I said all that to say, you know, I was in high spirits, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was happy, like, man, I'm finna get this motherfucker out. Ain't none of that, you feel me? Mess around and smack buddy clean across his face with that dang on glove with the ball in it, you know what I'm saying? Be that as it may, me having a sense of compassion or a heart, I felt that way about, you know, hurting Shorty, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't change the fact that a lot of us have been scared out of our power because we've been put in situations where should this power come online, it might not be the actual time given the games that we playing. So I would suggest that, you know, anybody out here hearing this, you feel me, with the opportunity to make a difference, don't be out here playing with your power by playing games. Because it's going to be inevitable that while you out here playing games, that your power is liable to come online by way of some form of emotion. Another example, me and my little brothers. Well, me and my little brother, you know, I got a lot of little brothers, thanks to the fam. But me and my little brother, we used to be wrestling and shit as a kid. Never understood. Peace, King. Appreciate that, bro. Never understood exactly why our parents used to be like, y'all need to stop wrestling and playing with each other like that. But it never failed. Every time me and him would get into our little wrestling modes thinking we, you know, WWE or, you know what I'm saying? For me thinking I'm a street fighter, it never failed that somebody's emotion would get the better of them. You know what I mean? And we would eventually wind up fighting. Now, a lot of times when I wound up fighting people, my brother included, I always saw that these people was unmatched in my force when I was in my, you know what I'm saying, when I was in my feelings. And once my adrenaline began to pump so high that things slowed down, oh man, this became something that just I would use almost as a, no, not even almost, I used it as a superpower. Through the many whoopings that I received as a kid, I was able to practice being able to tap into said adrenaline or this said space of feeling emotion so strongly that shit, I was able to slow everything down as well as to charge up my power. You feel me? Hell yeah, just like the Matrix. To the point when the sister wrote that book, And it later became a movie. Man, salutes to my brother Wiki. It later became a movie. It was almost like the precursor to what I was actually going through. I'll never forget watching that movie multiple times. Like, hold on, bro. I just know that ain't in here. Like, what they getting at? You feel me? And mind you, I was already paying attention to the hacking type stuff that was going on, to the point, you know, I was like, hold on, it's a way that they can tap into these computers, and I'm knowing the computer is based on the mind, so it's got to be a way that you can tap into the mind. And if it is, how am I to know that I haven't already been tapped into? And it's important that I deprogram or clean out these files, you know what I'm saying, and repurpose them. Like I said, be careful when people are constantly trying to talk you out of your emotions. People constantly trying to play you down, like the things that you feel somewhere about if they see what we see. But what we will do is make sure that we stay the course. You feel me? We gotta make sure we stay the course. Because at the end of the day, that's most important. Don't be letting nobody make you insensitive to your own feelings, to the point you can't even tell what you feel or what's best for you. How you gonna know what your gut feeling is after people done told you so many times to pay attention to what they want you to do? And now you done set up the grooves and the dendrites in your mind to only be accessed when somebody else wants you to do it. Here it is, they'll let you know quickly what they want you to be emotional about. They'll put it on the news and have a whole block of people ready to go to war about something that they decided you can be emotional about. So it's obvious that they know it's something to do with these emotions that's making people tap in. It's something to do with these emotions that make these people in a godlike state. Not to mention, if you like the majority of us over here, as well as over there, who have been programmed under this Bible, you gotta recognize a lot of the things that you've been programmed into is to look at yourself, your true self, as demonic. Damn. Look at your true self as demonic. Look at this bad boy. He just gonna sit in the middle of the road. I know y'all see that motherfucker. He just gonna sit in the middle of the road, wait on the nigga. This motherfucker. But look, that's what it's about though, that preparation, see? That's what it's all about, that preparation. Because if you don't know, dang. Well, another one just went into the bush. But yeah, the spiritual context behind that is something we gonna touch on next, since we all just seen that. And we seen two of them joints. Two of them. So we need to look up the spiritual omen behind seeing the groundhog. Here it is. We out here talking about the beauty of tapping into your emotions and being in tune with your true self. Because here it is, your emotions, man, will let you know what's really important to you. Damn if it's important to society, because honestly speaking, a lot of times what I notice is society come online when we make them take notice. So it's no need for you to keep on keeping up with the trends, because I'm gonna tell you, one thing I notice is when I go with what I'm feeling, it might not be what everybody is seeing right now, might not be totally appealing, but guess what? When it come out in the wash, what's being revealing is the same thing that I've been telling. You feel me? So it's just imperative that you come online and do what you was meant to do. And what you was meant to do is gonna look so different than other people, because it's what you was meant to do. I love you as myself. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It's we are one. Y'all make sure y'all share this to as many people as y'all can. Y'all don't gotta do the talking, cause I can. But mostly, I want y'all to know when y'all come through, I get that energy from y'all. And I appreciate that energy that y'all give. I appreciate your genuine willingness to just, be a part of what we trying to kick off here, which is open doors for people to where they can open doors for other people. Kinfolk. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to what? Break bread right now.